Now I get to talk about food and my relationship with food, because I've had a wild one. Won't say it's bad. I've never stuck anything in my mouth that I didn't like to eat. I've never done that in my life. So I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you that because I'm losing weight, I hate French fries. That's a lie. I'm gonna tell you that I don't eat burgers or hot dogs. That would be a lie. I've loved everything I've stuck in my body. I just put too much of it in there. And when that happens, my relationship with food is what it is. From a little boy, Shoney's. I can remember that one of the best things about going on a road trip for me was going to Shoney's. And my folks would take us to Shoney's, and I would try to eat a pig's worth of bacon. That's what I did. I tried, and I'm not putting anything on my parents, because if this was my parents' fault, then they would be my size too, and they aren't. You know what I mean? I overate. When I say I overate, you probably won't believe me. I don't have a single regret about the food I ate. I can't look back and say I was ever disgusted with myself after I ate, which is probably weird. Was it a crutch for something bigger going on in my life? I was overeating quite a bit, and I wasn't going to the restaurants to do it. I'd order takeout, I'd pick up food. At a certain point, I stopped going to the restaurants, and because the booths were getting too small. They were making them too small for me. So I stopped going and just pick up my food. And then if you pick up your food, you pick up all the food you want. Nobody knows who's eating. I didn't think it that way, but I think subconsciously, that's exactly what I was doing. And for example, I'd go to McDonald's. You guys may say McDonald's, but I only buy Big Macs, so it's McDonald's, right? I'd go to McDonald's, and I can almost specifically remember the orders I would place. I would get a number 1. I don't know what they are right now, but I'd get a number 1. I'd get a number 2, 2 number 3s, a number 5, a number 7, and I think at some point they had a number 9 also. If they did, I would get that. But if I would leave that out if it was like a bagel sandwich, because bagels. And then I would order a deluxe big breakfast. I would get them all with orange juice, medium orange juice. So I don't want to go too heavy. And then I would order food for the rest of my family. And I would take that food home. I'd stick about 3 orange juices in the fridge, and I would eat the rest, what I ordered for myself. I would eat it all. 7 or 8 hash browns, 7 sandwiches, a deluxe big breakfast. I would eat it all in one sitting. I would eat it all in my basement, getting ready for college football on Saturday morning. I would eat it. It's crazy. And I'd be cool until I'd be good for dinner. I could skip lunch. Had a hearty breakfast, so I would skip lunch. And then at dinner time on the weekend, I would do the same thing generally. That was how I would eat. I wouldn't do that every day. A small meal for me would be going to work, and I'd stop at Burger King and grab 2 meals. A light McDonald's day was double quarter pounder with cheese, a 20-piece nugget, fries, and a drink. That was a diet meal for me. I think about that now, and it's crazy. It's whatever, but it's crazy. And I can understand if people wouldn't even believe that, because I can barely believe it myself to be able to eat all that food. Back in the day, I could put all that food down, no problem whatsoever. But now, I've relearned how to eat. My grandfather, when he was alive, he would tell me things. My uncle would there were people who would tell me things. They would let me know. There's a couple people who would let me know, and as a person like that, you make excuses for it. You blow it off. I'm starting next Monday. I'll start next Monday. You you make excuses for it. You know you can do it, or you think you can do it, and then so you make excuses and you keep eating. Well, I don't feel much different than that person, but I'm a lot different nowadays. Something I can get into later on. Especially now, I restrict what I eat, which I'm used to, and I don't know how I ate any other way before. Wish I would have eaten like this. I wish I would have eaten like this years ago. It would have changed a lot of my life. So, but it's cool. I'm doing it now, and I'm having a good time doing it. It's just a matter of time for the weight comes off with the exercise and the eating right. Just a matter of time now. I'll never act like I like quinoa. I'll never act like I'm in love with broccoli. I'll never act like I'm in love with cauliflower. But I've retaught myself how to eat these things. I don't mind them. They don't taste like anything, like leaves or something. But so I don't mind. So it's something that it actually make me feel better when I eat them now. So my relationship with food has changed, you know, quite a bit. Because I used to, the only vegetable I ate for 20 years was French fries. It's the only vegetable I got. I've eaten more vegetables in the last year than I ate the previous 10 years. Easily. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. But you know, times change, things change. Sometimes you wake up, and you know, my relationship with food has been a wild one. You know, I guess since I wasn't really a partier, so I guess my party was French fries and burgers and pizza and things like that. That was my party. And that's how I partied, and I partied hard. I don't drink alcohol. I have, but I'm not it's not something I do for fun. So my fun, I guess, was eating out. You know, you dance for pizza. Somebody order pizza and you do a little dance. Everybody knows that dance you do when the food is coming or when the food gets there. That's the dance you do every time you order some food. I don't hate where I come from. I know my relationship with food. I will always love food. And every 3 weeks when I have a cheat day, it's like when I go to bed the night before, it's like Christmas Eve when you were a little kid. I get to eat junk tomorrow. And now when I eat it, I can't eat as much. I go in there with the game plan of eating as much as I can, but it never works. So I've tried to use my cheat days wisely and kind of eat crap, but eat it responsibly, I guess. Cheat responsibly. Yeah, that's my relationship with food. I still love it.